What is that mouse, dude? Looks kind of like a block of cheese, but not.
Can I try it?
Well, actually, like the point is that cause if your hand is like this, it's more ergonomic, right? Because this is like twisted.
Yeah,
so you're not getting that carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
This feels so nice. Who made it? Oh, what? It's Microsoft.
Today's sponsor is Microsoft Cloud Society. This is a completely free collection of online courses on cloud computing topics such as cybersecurity and AI and DevOps. These are not like university courses, they're practical guides to different Microsoft technologies. I know a lot of web devs aren't huge fans of Microsoft products, and I'm personally more of a Unix guy myself, but these courses are all free, so you might as well take a look and see what kind of services they have to offer. For example, a few months ago, I used Microsoft Video Indexer to generate tags from YouTube videos for my Omni Post startup. So maybe you'll find something useful for yourself. Okay, so it's Saturday afternoon right now, and I'm very close to launching my Ultra hosting service, which I was working on in the last video. And I was not planning to make a video about this yet, because usually the first launch fails, and then I have to make some second iteration before I can actually make some sales. But yesterday, Microsoft reached out to me and said, hey, well, we would like a sponsored video sometime in the next few days. And usually a YouTuber who cares about their audience and not tarnishing their brand will say, that is totally ridiculous. I need more time to prepare the video and make sure I have good content. But a crackpot like me will instead say, this is a great opportunity to work extra hard on this product launch so that I have a vlog that doesn't suck and I can cash out on my viewers. So I'm actually going to try my best, not just to launch the product, but to also make a sale. And it is very, very, very likely that this doesn't work out, but I'm going to try my best. So first things first, I need to fix a bunch of broken stuff on the website. And then after that, I can give you a little demo of what I got. So because we have a very tight deadline for this launch, I brought in some reinforcements. Okay, so both these guys asked to help me out with this project, like in the last month, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Something right.
Yeah, something like that. But they actually haven't done anything yet. So I figured that today we would get everybody together and I could sort of explain to these guys what the big picture is of Ultra hosting. And in the meantime, hopefully, you guys will pick it up as well. So the game plan for today. I have this product for a game called 7 Days to Die. There's a lot of different companies that are offering game servers for this game because people like to play with their friends and modify their server to do whatever they want. But my product is a little bit different because I built a UI that's just totally specific to 7 Days to Die. Unlike the other companies where they reuse the same software for all the different games that they support. So the agenda for today is to expand my software from just supporting 7 Days to Die to this other game called Unturned. And this is actually not that tricky. So I spent most of yesterday just copy and pasting a lot of my code over. The key thing is that I want to keep the main value proposition, which is customizing the UI so that like all the different configuration settings, anything that the user wants to adjust on their server, they can just do it right from my website. They don't need to have much technical experience. And so the big picture here is I would eventually like to be able to build some kind of programming framework so that I can easily keep adapting it to more games. So I can maybe support Minecraft, I could maybe support Arc. And the difference between this and other server hosts is that I will have a custom way to manage the server for each of these games. And it won't take me that much time to make it because I have that generalized programming framework. So what do you guys think?
Why have you decided to tackle this?
Number one, I have a lot of experience in it. And then number two, I think it is pretty interesting if I can sort of extract out this general programming framework because maybe that's valuable in itself. Like maybe a game developer wants to offer official servers and then they want to be able to create that experience on their own without relying on a third-party game server provider. But yeah, the agenda for today is
let's just get it working for Unturned. I'm gonna be doing most of the coding to finishing up. And then for you guys, I have some special assignments. So because we only have a few days to launch this product, it's gonna take too long for you guys to become familiar with the code base. So you guys are gonna be my marketing team for today. I made this ad in my last video, and the conversion rate was pretty good. I got 18 clicks off of $17, and that was my best converting landing page out of the 9 that I tried.
Nice. Do you use a similar ad for all of them?
Yeah, it's basically the same. Even the landing page is almost the same too. This ad seemed to convert pretty well, but I don't actually play the game. So you guys are gonna have to play the game and make sure that the ad doesn't totally suck. This is sort of too generic right now. So there's that. And so out of the 18 clicks, I actually had 12 emails. 12 people who signed up thinking that they could actually buy a server off me when my landing page was actually fake. I think it is pretty unlikely that those people who put their email in are going to be the first customers. Like, if you're searching for this kind of server hosting, you want the hosting right away, and so they probably already bought something by now. But like, it would still be good to just blast out an email to those 12 people, because who knows, right? It might be our first paying customer. And then I think where we'll make our easiest sale is just on Reddit or other forums.
Okay.
So I need you to find like some applicable forums that you can just write a short post about this and then prepare the post. So forum post, Google ad, and the email to our 12 leads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so these guys have been playing the game for a few hours now, which is actually longer than I've played. So what's your impression?
Well, I think the whole point of playing any sort of sandbox game like this is being able to play with friends.
So you guys are friends, right?
Yeah, I mean,
You guys have known each other for like 3 hours?
Yeah, exactly. We're pretty chummy at this point. But I think one of the problems with this is the only really real servers we have access to are just PvP servers. So if we try to go play, we'll probably just get stomped rather than having something that we could figure out the game, or well, our own server to figure out the game on.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, like another issue is, at least when I first jumped in, it felt very intuitive. So it's like me trying to figure things out, and like I think there's a lot of depth to this game, but it was just trying to figure it out wasn't as easy as other sandbox games.
Okay.
If there was like a multiplayer server where we can play, it would be nice.
Right. So probably we just sort of need to get more pro first, and then maybe we'll figure out like what's the appeal of the game after that.
Yeah.
The site is not quite ready yet, but I can give you a quick demo. So the landing page, very basic stuff. I actually jacked the tutorial code that I made a couple videos ago to make this site. So once you log in, there's this timer here. All this stuff, like the core logic I took from my 7-day site, but then I just sort of had to adapt it to make it work for Unturned. So this is the server, and in the control panel, there are tons of settings that you can change. And what I need to do still is set like some defaults for all these values. But as you can see, yeah, this game is like extremely configurable, and the important information to connect your server is up here. And that's about it. A few broken things I have to fix up, but in general, this is the user flow. Okay, so it's 10 p.m. now. My friends helped me write a bunch of forum posts, so that's ready to go. But I am still not done coding this thing, so I'm gonna just work for a couple more hours, go to sleep, and then hopefully by sometime tomorrow I'll be ready to launch. Okay, so it is almost 12 now. I'm way too tired to do anything, but at least I finished all the stuff that I was trying to finish. There's not really any point in me giving a demo because it's just backend stuff, and I don't know how to explain this in an interesting way, so I'm just gonna skip it. But tomorrow we have the fun job of deploying everything and then testing everything and then hopefully making some money. Probably not gonna make any money, but at least I hope we can learn something from our launch. That should always be the goal. Okay, I couldn't wake up, so it's 2 p.m. now, but we're ready to deploy. And a bunch of you guys have asked me what provider I use to rent all these machines that I run my servers on. And I actually like using this one called So You Start. I use several different ones, but this is the one that I'm going to be renting from today. Alright, the site is live now. There's a bunch of small things I have to take care of before it's totally ready. Like I have to play some games on the server to make sure it's working properly. Gotta wait for my DNS records to update, so this is not just an IP address. But the main challenge is that I know if you're watching this video and you have a general idea of how hosting works, it's really, really obvious what you can do to completely cripple my service. And literally every single time I post a video about one of my projects, some of you fuckers figures out how to break it. So I've resigned to the fact that this is probably gonna happen once I make this video, but I will put in some measures right now to make your life a little bit harder. Okay, a bit of context. I'm sharing a lot of my infrastructure between my 7 Days to Die server hosting and this new unturned server hosting. And it turns out that just like an hour ago when I was talking about security, somebody figured out a vulnerability in my 7 Days site, and then they just crippled the whole thing for about 10 minutes. So I got it back up and running, but I didn't actually fix the problem yet. So this is suddenly a very big priority for me since there are a couple hundred paying customers. So unfortunately, I'll have to reduce the scope of this product launch. I will still have my unturned server hosting site up by the end of this video, but I'm not actually going to market it to real customers. I want to get things relatively stable first. So sorry about that, but I need to go eat some food now because it's 8 p.m. and I'm losing concentration. Okay, so figured out the problem. The good news is that there actually wasn't a security breach, but the bad news is that this is going to be a pain in the ass to fix. So I am probably not going to sleep that much tonight. So it is 1:30 now. I was super close to getting everything working, but then there was this one bug that was breaking the servers when people sign up. And I was looking at it for like an hour and a half. And it turns out the problem was that there was this one property in the database that I was storing as a string instead of a boolean. So I think that means I need to sleep now. This kind of sucks because I was supposed to edit this video and have it submitted by today. But I can't end it like this, so we're gonna go on for another day. I got 5 customer emails last night because of me fucking up the 7 Days to Die servers, and usually I will respond to these emails with something like, "Our engineering team is currently investigating the issue and we will get back to you shortly." And then I open up my terminal and fix the problem. So that is what I am going to do right now. You want to help me code? Oh, I don't think he wants to help me code. Emails are answered. And now I'm putting the final touches on the code. This is really reminding me of all those hackathons I did in university. Except I just did those for the free pizza. You know that feeling where you're very confident that you can finish something, but then it takes forever and you still have to finish it because you don't want to let yourself down? Me neither, we're finished. The site is finally working sort of somewhat okay. So let me give you a quick tour. So after you've already signed up and waited some minutes for your server to set up, you can just log in. I already have my credentials in here. And then you go to the C panel. And then these are all these configuration settings that you can change, but I'm not going to because it's probably gonna break something right now and I don't want to do that. These are the most important details, the IP and the port. So if you just open up the game, which hopefully I can do without my computer exploding. Then just connect to the IP and the game server port in the website. So I already have it over here. Join the game. I definitely do need to spend some time mucking around with this game and get a feel for how it works, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'm going slightly insane after these 3 days and I need to go for a walk or something. But after that, I'm going to celebrate by playing some Unturned using my Microsoft ergonomic mouse and my Microsoft ergonomic keyboard and also my Microsoft Windows laptop that is about to explode. So that is my plan for the rest of the night, and I hope you enjoyed this video because I certainly did not enjoy making it.
I also like their cell phones when they made them. Just saying.
Yeah, Windows phones. But
So
Steve,
real story, I used the Windows phone.
how was it?
Uh,
You remember?